Hey guys, Miss JG here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We basically raffle-stomped our way up towards the town of, now I renamed it, off camera, known to Gothic Twats, because I can't remember, and nor can I be bothered, because Danes. And we basically kicked the Danes' asses royally. We also suffered some pretty heavy casualties in the previous few episodes against our war with the Huns. So that is something that is not exactly great, I will be honest with you. But that said, we have turned the tide. We're no longer at no longer at a weakness. We are still defending, but in about turn's time, which is what I'm going to do now. Whilst we're doing that. Oh great, you're a governor who procrastinates. Well, that's not exactly a bad thing. It's just, it's not something that's especially helpful for when it comes to other shit, but never mind. You're a general? No, you're a governor, so, again, all the good shit is already done. Huh. You know what, we'll make that, whatever. So, basically, so in short, we've been fighting a lot of the Hunnic forces. We've been taking care of things. So far, touch wood, so good. Things have been kind of going along smoothishly. I've identified a few things. I have to admit, it's been a while since I last played. I've been fairly busy without in real life things. So I completely forgot about those guys. I will not lie. I have this horrible habit of when I bulk record, as many of you may know because I keep talking about it, but because of the bulk recordings, what happens is I end up spending, there are times where I do this thing where I sort of have plans for stuff, and then obviously because I do other things in the time that in between bulk records, I completely forget those plans. At times. I still remember the other things, but then what I do is I hybrid them up. But the only downside, of course, is that my agents, I completely forget. I come back and I'm sort of like, I remember my general gist of what I was doing. Very rarely do I sort of go, I can't remember shit. But no, I am still planning on doing the whole, we have to annihilate the Hunnic armies one by one. Okay, so they're all isolating themselves. But yeah, the general stratagem with this new war, this war, is that we are to eliminate the Hunnic forces by annihilating their armies first. By targeting the Hunnic armies before the Hunnic town, we can solidify our position and thus give us a major benefit. I mean, I could subjugate the Huns as well, which is not a bad idea. But that would require at least 3 armies worth of stuff. I am concerned about the Roman separatists. And the Caucasian separatists have been destroyed. Right, so the Langobards and Franks have made peace, which is good. Same has the Langobards with the Saxons. The Gepids are now fighting the Huns. This could prove to my favour, because during the off camera, I was sort of, because I sort of came into the game and I was sort of looking at various things. By the way, we made a trading pact. Wrong thing. We made a trading pact with the theme of Pontus, so we are now earning some money off them. It's pretty much how it is. But yeah, no, we're sort of doing okay with that. But no, well, I noticed that there was a distinct difficult sort of issue that could become a real problem, which is this. These guys are the Gepids. They own a lot of territory to the north, but some territory to the south as well. But all across the line, as you can see, they have a lot of territory that's close to my shit. So we'll have to be extremely careful. I was a bit concerned as to how we're going to deal with them, because they really don't like us. Again, I hit the wrong bloody thing. Yeah, the Gepids really don't like us. They're getting better because we're at war with the Huns, but they still do not like us. So we're going to have to be careful with regards to that. What are you? A lot of cavalry. You've also been affected by something, haven't you? He's been harassed. Their war fervor... That's such bollocks. Wait, is that for all their generals? Wow. I assume... Yeah, that's all their... That's why they can have troops. But they can't seem to recruit them. That's the thing. They can keep... They don't have any upkeep. Yeah, it looks like the Langobards are... Are they subservient now? No. They're at war, and they're still at war. And it looks like the city got fucked. Kind of. Like, they're still there-ish. We'll have to be careful with how things go. I am curious. They haven't moved in a few turns, and I have a navy. You know what? Start sailing north to see if we can do anything. Because we're not doing anything for the next few turns, so we might as well knock the Huns out completely. If they're not going to move, then we might as well attack them. Right, so here's the thing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be... Oh, that's a point. The Danes. You're completely buggered.
Welcome. Speak. Come.
I'm not paying you. If you honestly think that I will get... Right, there. Actually, we're at war with the Danes. If I can make peace with the Danes, I might be able to trade with those guys.
Speak.
Right, well, you evidently don't want anything else, so fuck you then. I love it. We're still bloody at friends with them, even though I'm at war with them. Oh, well, it's a fight that they started. Right, okay, so we're going to have to be careful, because it's already coming up to bloody winter again. Right, what we're going to do is I'm going to relocate Ares Dread. I've got to be careful not to trespass their territory. So what if I go north then, and I'll go... No, we're fine. We're in the autumn at the moment, so we're safe at the moment. Asculas. That's kind of vulnerable in about 2 turns, but I'm not so concerned. Well, what we could do is we can transfer those dudes to go over there. We'll get the bullshitters to relocate towards Gothic twats, because then that way now this sector is covered. Because Hafin is secure, Ruigion is undoubtedly secure. So what we're going to do is we're going to relocate towards this river bend. I look once more, just around the river bend, beyond the shore. Sorry.
March.
Right, let's go 40. Right, so let's fort up around there, so that way we can do whatever. You're kind of there, so Asculus is safe, you're doing that, and we're basically beginning to withdraw from the north and focus on more important things such as, right, I think we can get rid of that and change that into that. We're going to turn into a rally field. No, we already have a rally field, so instead we'll just demolish you. Enclosed fields is just causing not really that much. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll... your food... Okay, well, you know, we're not going to tax the province. That's... How much money did we lose? Oh, boy. That's 3k. Right, well, we're going to have to... Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay. That just confused me for a second, because it looked like not taxing it gave me more money. Right, so anyway, what we'll do is we'll rejig everything inside this settlement so it's kind of more or less stable, and then we can convert it into something a little bit more impressive, / whatever, because then people won't be so pissed off. You're doing fine at the moment. That's okay. You're doing fine. Goat barns are okay. Artisan... we won't need, so we'll get rid of you and we'll rejig you again. Alabu, ironically, we could do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. It's 1 turn, yeah, but then we get access to other shit as well. What am I currently researching? Oh, I'm researching that. Because of that, yeah. You know what, we'll go with that, because that is 10k worth of cash, but then if we do that early, then it saves us time and worrying and energy and all that, so I'm down for that. Yes, I need to do something with. This is going to be lovely. Boing! Yes! Yes! Right, so the Hun fuckers are on their way, and they've just gotten themselves some extra stuff, which is lovely. So they're going to be able to, in the next turn, we hope, be able to move up and start assaulting towards the north here, where we're going to attack the Hunnic town. We are not going to attack the town, though. The main aim of the stratagem is we are going to, well, kind of surround the town, but knock out any armies inside the perimeter. So, you know, either we'll attack armies outside, and we'll leave the garrison inside, you know, completely safe, whatever, no fears of whatever, no sort of fears of them with that. And then what we'll do is we'll send armies from sort of this army, will go around to here to try and find the Huns inside this location. Infectores ad Stimulum, unfortunately does not have any melee contingent whatsoever. Well, the ability to recruit melee. We have got, like, skirmishers primarily. So it's going to be a case of we'll just have to deal with that as we come along. I could... attack that. I think really what would be more suitable is if I go back to Argentorium and recruit some actual troops. Can I please tell me that you've got some actual rally fields over there? No, you don't, do you? Ya fuckers. Ya fuckers. I've got 2 fucking military things here. This is not... well, this sector has got skirmisher, and this sector's got skirmisher. Right, okay, so we'll have to convert you into military. But that's fine. What about you? Can I recruit some proper troops? No, but I can give you fucking armor. And we'll go over here. Boink! Sorry, I'm just... Weapons! Shit! Lovely! Right, you are still... Yeah, you know what? You're not in position to do anything right now. For some reason, you can't move. Okay, so basically we're in the sort of latter stages of this conflict. These 2 armies are going to make their way down. To be honest with you, it's this army that I want to do. Yes, Ares Dread needs to take a trip down towards Argentorium and Augusta Trevorum. Oh. As well as the Daemons of Polymus, because these guys, once they get their shit together, are going to be fucking unstoppable. Anyway, so yes, that's going to be it for that one over there. Now, down south, because we need to keep our eyes peeled. You're still doing that. That's going on nicely. New word, nicely. You're making your way down there. In the southern regions, there is my agent. Where is agent? I know it has an agent. Right, where's my agent? Right, you are there. Right, fantastic. I need you to be further up here. Yeah, you need to go there. Right, you... I need you to explore... Right, because we know what kind of position these guys are in now, so I want you to explore the eastern half of this area. Like, I want you just discover. Just discover shit. You are in the southern quadrant, and I need you to discover more as well. So, follow this road up. Oh, this is the coastline. Okay. So... Right, so you now need to head over towards... Right, so that's Sassanid territory. Yes, it is. Right, just keep going along that road until you find more stuff. Like, I want to just get an understanding as to what's going on here. You live to serve Rome, that's fine, I don't care. You're living to serve Rome's interests, i.e. the gold. And our governors get yet more experience, which is lovely. Spurious. Ooh, yep, no, that's all very good. And... Again, we can't afford new governors. Not because we don't have the funds to get them, but because we just don't have any new governors. Well, at least being able to build those extra buildings now will give me a slight advantage, so... I say slight advantage. It's an advantage enough that we can sort of do something with it. Ugh, right. The Danes are making a move, but that's just their own stupid fault. Oh no, they're just taking cover over there. Ah, hello. I wonder if I can knock out the if I knock out the fleet, will that render the Danes completely helpless and thus force the... Okay. Okay, you guys are moving up, but that's alright, because technically speaking, I want this to happen. Ooh! You're going right next to me. Oh! Is that a river battle you're challenging me to? Please say it's a river battle. I don't care even if it's... And because we have the... I apologize. Right, now that I got it out of me. Yes, this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted. All the Hunnic forces have assaulted me. Their first army is, of course, the weakened one, followed by the two armies that are on forced march, so they're already going to have a particular disadvantage. And they're facing armoured Spartanae, a Spartan unit with spears. Not only that, we've got them on silver. silver swords and shields, which means that their effective capacity to engage these fuckers is improved. Not only that, we're fighting on a river, which means it very much limits the access of advance that the Hunnic forces can make. Not only that, but we also have the benefits of having a fort battle on a river. I'm just going to say this. At the time of the recording, I watched a number of episodes. I recently watched an episode of the narrative Let's Play of the Romantic Britain. And in one of the episodes, I either think it's the episode that's recently been released, episode 45, or episode 44, I can't remember. They have the river battle in forts. So I find this very, very odd that it happens to me. And, you know, yes, the Huns could choose the things, but I have the advantage. Right, so anyway. Now, this is a bit of a problem. They do have an advantage. They are coming downhill. So that's something we're going to have to be careful of. But I have to be careful here because I can't honestly see how it's going to be. It's a really, really... Oh, that's actually... You know what? I'm having a giggle fit, but... Yeah. I would have gone even fucking nuts. It would have gone even worse if they'd attacked us. Right, okay, I think we're going to have to roll with what we got. Right, okay, so the defender balls... This is so stupid. Right, we'll put one there. We'll put two on each side. So spread them out like so. Same goes for this river as well. I don't know how much of the riverbed they can cross, but... A good way to test on how to cross and a good way to understand river battles, or at least the ability to defend in river battles, is just how much maneuverability you have on the... Like, if you're not sure, like, especially in this kind of thing, just go with what you can mouse over. Like, just spend some time. Like, I remember when I first started playing river battles in Total War 2, I would just spend my time just looking, like, at what was able to be seen. Because bearing in mind, I had a pretty shit computer. Vista 32-bit. So like when I couldn't see how like the differences between you know, I just couldn't see. The graphics were too terrible. Right, 4 on this side will cover this approach. You'll have support from the armored Sagittarii. You guys are going to chill over there. What we're going to do is we're basically going to roll oh bugger. What we're going to do is we'll have the 2 archer support over there, and we'll get these guys to form up towards this position. You guys will be backed up by these troops. And you'll be defending this side. So I want the Spartan Legionnaire to move up, taking cover. A little concerned as to the location. I'll put the catapults in the center. Yeah, we'll put the catapult in the center. English language. I was kind of hoping... makes sense that they come from that way. Out of curiosity, do we get to see the Hunnic camps or whatever? Yes, we do. There they are. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. I like that. It's a nice little feature that every time we do something... Like over there, there's like more Hunnic settlements, and there's actually a farmstead with... God, imagine being that farmer. Like, you're just minding your own. You've been farming for whatever... That's actually a really lovely picture. I think when the battle starts, I might quickly... Look at that! Look at that. That's so creepy. It goes for miles. Look at that. All the way up there. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm frolicking about. So we'll get the armored Ballistarii to set up around here-ish, maybe? That's more or less a good... I might do the same here as well. Legio Spartanae, I will have 1 unit, he says. I'll have 1 unit over here to compensate, and then I'll have the remaining 2 units over there to assist. Right, I'm going to position my cavalry in the center as well. So depending on which particular side of the river these guys want to prioritize across, then we can do the same. Those could be a problem for the cavalry, though. So we're going to have to see, but I am confident about this. By the way, let's go back up to this top. The only thing that could make this battle better is if I was on this side of the river and they were coming at me from here. All I'm going to say. God, is there another little town over there? No, it's just a bunch of Just some random hamlets and, like, markets. In the middle of fucking nowhere, I will add. Right, where's that farmhouse? There it is, yeah. Let's have a look. Right. That's actually a really nice view. Oh, there's actually people on it as well. That's hilarious. Right, anyway. Right, so you guys... 1, 2, 3, 4... set up across this particular plateau. Right, over to the north. 1, 2, 3.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Right, where are the enemy reinforcements? Perfect. Okay, so you guys are going to go over to there. You three will form up behind. Turn around. You guys move up towards this location. Same goes for you. You're not allowed to shoot.
We outnumber the enemy.
Just. How many dudes are we expecting this battle? At the moment, there's not many, but that's because of our other shit. Right, here we go. One of the most epic battles against the Hunnic forces we have yet to experience. Actually, no. You over there. Shield wall up. Actually, no. You guys could do with a testudo, couldn't you? You could do shield testudo. I have no idea. Right, so the enemy reinforcements are what? Coming from that direction? So... Right, these guys are taking fire, and I don't imagine they're not going to be able to... I don't think we're going to be able to avoid them for too much longer, but... Catapult, motherfuckers! Cavalry I'm not too fussed about. It's the infantry that I'm more concerned with. Infantry is what makes this particular battlefield a very difficult one. Because, you know, cavalry across rivers is suicide. They know that. That's why the AI isn't attacking. Infantry, however, much more problematic. Right, you, I'm going to relocate to here because you can do something. You two... Almost. Good hit. Surprised that my Ballistariae, they are kind of shooting. It's not much. I imagine it's because of the location. Though this is one of the strangest river battles. Also really nice. It's very pretty. Especially with the people flying. This is definitely one of the more interesting battles I've had the pleasure to fight. Beautiful. Yeah, victory you aren't getting.
It's an ambush.
In what way? Come, tell me, what is this fashion in which you speak? What is this ambush in which you speak?
Cowards! Can't they face us man to man?
By all means, come across the river and find out. I were more than willing to give you a fair fight. You just have to cross the river. Because you're attacking me, so... Right, I think I see the enemy's reinforcements. Yep, here they come. I don't know if you're going to be able to throw your spears. Don't look like it, do it. And these guys are dangerous. I see a hole there. Open up with all your shit. Fall back. Fall back. This is why you bring your spare infantry. Are you all focusing on this point? Looks like they're all concentrating along this particular avenue. Let's send some spearmen across just to see. In fact, fuck it. Infantry! We'll get my cavalry. I'll get my archers, though, to move up over towards the right. Order them! Let the fuckers get close. You guys regroup. Catapult, re-go. Looks like you're going a bit mental there. There's lots of cavalry archers there. Right. Shield wall. Right, you. Get the fuck over there. Looks like that my hopes and dreams have actually come true. They're all concentrating down there, but don't forget they've got reinforcements. Their pool of reinforcements shall only expand. Yeah, they're taking some shit tons of fire.
Ready for battle.
Testudo up. That's a lot of fucking Hunnic archers there. If you guys make a move towards that, you guys can be able to rendezvous and present yourself as a threat. If you can do that, maybe you can draw some of the fire off those wankers. Because don't forget, our best strategy towards these wank bastards. Yo, pull back, pull back, pull back. Go get him. Whoa, no, 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 no. Get the fuck over there. Looks like they're beginning to push. I want you relocated over to here. Here they come. Regroup and rearm. Right, quickly get my dudes over there. Unfortunately, I can't really do a lot at the moment because our current situation... That's it. Take some fire from the right. Here comes the hard point. Go, go, go. Zerg rush them. Let's pincer them in. Pincer them in. Let's do this. Let's seriously do this. You gonna start having a go at us now?
Our general is under attack. At speed.
Testudo.
The enemy general is dead.
This is good. Ballistari have taken some pretty heavy casualties. Casualties? Casualties. Casualties. Who are you guys? Go fuck them. Have I gone too early? Possibly. The problem with these guys, I mean, that said, they're all the Hunnic Devil Archers, and they're going to run out of ammo fairly soon, which means we're going to be able to start pincering them in. Right, you guys pull back a bit. You guys withdraw. Oh, you guys withdraw. I have to be careful.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
Fucking hell. That's a lot of fucking troops. Raiders! 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 Forward! Right, go get them. Rape their asses. I have a feeling I might have sent my troops in a little too early. Because these guys are getting fucking hammered. You guys are going to suffer some pretty heavy casualties in the process, but... keep fighting! Can you shoot from there? Like, we're stealing some pretty effective damage, but unfortunately we're also suffering some pretty horrible damage as well. It's kind of a 50-50 on this one. Oh, fuck. The problem, our biggest problem right now is that the enemy forces have just got so many fucking cavalry archers, and I did not notice them. Or fucking them, Jesus Christ. Right, where's my cavalry? Right, get the fuck over there and take care of... Actually, no, you guys can go take care of them. We need the general here. Bosphorian infantry are fairly dangerous, so we have to be careful. Oh, fuck me. You guys are getting wrecked. Right, who's wounded? Get the fuck back. If you can, get the fuck out of dodge. In melee combat, my guys rip the shit out of them, but in other forms of combat... Yeah, oh shit, we're in the shit now. Yeah, I made a mistake. I was so excited to see all of those guys there that I did not. Yo, cavalry, go kill them. Pull back. Right. Withdraw back to the right. Get across the river. Get the fuck across the river. You, over there, hide. Oh, god damn it. It's because they can't be seen. Right, slow down. You, on him. Okay, this battle could have gone really well, but instead it goes to absolute shit. Right, you. Well, you're mercenary. That's fine. 50 Spartan. Oh, shit. You guys are getting raped. Because of those fucking archers. That's the last of them as well, I think. Yes, that is the last of them. You guys are across the river. You across the river now. Withdraw across the river. You guys get the fuck back. Run. Get through there. I don't care how you do it. Just get to it. You remount that. You two rejig over to there. Fucking you guys are going to get fucking pasted in the same time. You guys about face and prepare for stuff. You... I think we're going to lose some Spartan spearmen. Right. Fucking Utah warriors, man. Can you please make it? I don't think you can. Testudo up. No, they're gone. Right, we've lost those 3 Spartan units. Fuck's sake. Right. You, get over there. Do what you can. You... turn around and engage those dudes if you can. Have we killed those other dudes? I don't know, but we're going to have to try. Right. Right, we've lost those 3 Spartan legionaries, so, yeah.
The whole unit has been destroyed. Ready for orders.
Right, you guys are all braced up.
Your orders.
Be fucking magnificent in destruction. Are you a cavalry archer? No.
Ready for orders. Understood. Battle ready and eager. Bowman.
Right, who's completely out of it? You're out of it. You're out of it. Pull the fuck back.
At your service.
You're out of it as well. Pull back.
Speed. Ready for battle.
Mercenaries, not so important.
Yours to command.
Okay, so it's not as epic as that time I completely raped them, but at the same time it's still epic. I mean, 3 armies. Oh, don't tell me you can fucking sneak through the left.
Warband.
Over there, now.
Ready.
Go nuts. Hunnick,
Fire on them. Missile infantry at your command. Loose.
you are a magnificent Spartan. Gonna slow down time for a second. Just want to admire this guy's bravery. He's fucking standing there, surrounded by Huns, and he's still fighting like a champ. That man, I would give medals to. If he survives, I will laugh my ass off. Just stay alive. Yep, he's gone.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
Here they come, boys.
Ready for orders. Double time. Mountain
Regroup with your ammo. Fire at will. Double time it on the explosive. Actually, no. Target the step chieftain or whatever. Just rapid fire. Go.
battle ready and eager. Warband! Charge! One of our units can no longer fire. At your service.
Somewhat terrifying to see this.
Ready for orders. Warband! Swift horseman!
Go for it.
Ready! Take aim!
Rearm.
Yours to command! At speed! Advance at speed! Return for impact! Quickly now! Rise! We await your command! Sheathe your weapons! Missiles ready and waiting!
I love how I send my very...
Running!
Oh god. I'm probably getting friendly fired from this back area, but...
Elite Ballistarian!
Ballistarian, regroup. Oh god. Holy fuck, that was close.
Forward! Mounted warband! As
We
you
need to
say.
knock that out.
Ready. Bowman! As you say.
Fucking rape that unit.
The enemy!
You two, on him now.
Forward!
We need to knock out those catapults. I don't think we can repel another Hunnic assault.
Elite Ballistarian! Elite Ballistarian!
Concentrate fire on these assholes.
Commander! Warband!
These fuckers are taking a fucking toll on us. Fire at will. Just hit them. Hit them with everything we've got.
Prepare to attack! For Testudo!
Out of Testudo, go nuts.
Yours to command! Orders understood!
Right. Normal cav, go and hunt down those onagers. Next time we engage them, we can win the day.
Advance at speed! A glorious victory will
pull back, pull back. Okay, so we have a pretty good battle, but damn. Cavalry, double time it. Okay, so we suffered a pretty heavy battle here. We've won, which is great, but unfortunately we've suffered more casualties than intended. Come on, just catch those onagers. The priority targets are the onagers. If we kill those onagers, we stop their ability to attack. Well, we stop their ability to lay siege and instantly attack with onagers. Right, 13 guys. I know this army is effectively neutralized, though. If it was 2 armies, I think we would have been fine, but I made the mistake of overdoing... I overcompensated. Oh, overcompensated. Child speed, acceleration. Come on, come on, come on. Come on! Right, 3 dudes left on that. 1 dude left on that. Yeah, I'd say that's effectively neutralized, wouldn't you? 1 dude left on that. He's gone. The day is done. Yeah, I would say so too. But we won. Considering this is a high tier army. Oh god, Gods of War have been fucked. But that one guy who stood out on his own. What a ledge. Yeah, I think... Yeah, yeah. I think that was a good victory. We achieved our objectives, but my god, did we suffer casualties. Archers did pretty damn good, but I think... Fuck yes, that's 2 armies. That's 2 fucking armies. Yeah, we lost a lot of good dudes. 3 fucking units. No, 4 units of Spartan today. But we knocked out 3 fucking armies. 2 armies plus that. That's a fucking miracle. We murderized a lot of troops, but I am pulling back. Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, no, pull back.
Retreat! Journey completed.
Even if they attacked, actually that would be useful, because then what I would do is I would then send the other army in as backup. I'd be like, right, you're deploying exactly where my reinforcements are, because that's where we're going. Okay. I'll have to definitely contemplate attacking Constantina. Or whatever kind of, you know, whatever things. Right, so we suffered... So yeah, we did it pretty good. Those guys are effectively out of action, though, so... Does, you know, is slightly disappointing, to say the least, but... Why are you putting your troops next to Nova Carthago? Why are you putting your troops next to Nova Carthago? I mean, by all fucking means, if you honestly want... If you honestly want to take on Nova Carthago, be my guest. But I guarantee you ain't doing good. So we just murderized a crap ton of bad guys. A lot of dudes just went... Which is useful. Yes, that should do. Right. So up in the north, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There I am.
Ready for battle.
Like a hurricane. Right, you guys will take cover back in Ruigion. And you will take cover and you will re-recruit. So 4 units of our legionary Spartan. We also lost one of the mercenary Celtic dudes, didn't we? Yes. If I remember correctly, the mercenary step lancers actually proved to be quite useful, didn't they? Or at least, yeah. Should I go with hunting archers? I think horse archers are probably better. Because they tend to, you know, they're an extra form of fuck you. Alright, so you're going to be doing that, which is fantastic. You now are going to turn into a waterworks to provide extra sanitation. And I'm going to turn you into a prime forest to allow us the ability to have wood, because apparently that's what's going on. And it also gives me wood timber production. So you're doing fine. Hafen is... Oh no, Dung Heap. That's up at the top. Okay. So Dung Heap is doing well. Hafen is okay. Ruigion is... Oh, it was As Kolos, wasn't it? Yeah. We don't have any abilities to recruit buildings yet, do we? No. We already have a religious building, so farming is pretty much what you're going to be primarily suited at. So you, now, technically speaking, can make a move. You are recruited and ready to go, so now we need just to send some spies up. Which, to be honest with you, what I will do is I'm going to get the veteran to do some exploration a bit. Because he does benefit, he is benefiting us, he is a benefit. He is of benefit to our group. Right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if you are in range. You are not. Neither are you, though. What I can do is set up. I could sack the town of Agrilia. Are you in range? You are in range. So are you. And now there's a big army in there. What's the garrison? Not that big. What's the field? It's a level 3 town. So it is defendable, but it's probably nothing but ruin. Ironically, it's still somewhat happy, but it's fucked. I'm intrigued. Right, Ares Dread. You can begin assaulting people soon. You can set up... You can do the same thing! Set up on that position.
Waiting for more orders.
It's a famous location, this. And you will set up on that stakes. Oh, yeah, and, Can you attack and come back? No, you can't. Bugger. You make your way over to the north, just so we can take care of that force over there. Denmark, would you like to have a peace treaty?
Are you brave or...
There you go. Thought as much. Right, and now you...
Greetings, friend. We will speak together of whatever you wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts.
I will offer you 1,300. I'm not going to accept it now, but how much would it take if I offered 400? 600. Everything. Right, yeah, 10k for a trade agreement with some northern barbarians is not one... It's not something I'm intending to go on. I'm assuming the Huns here really don't like me anymore. They're still really friendly. They're like, hey, Spartans, how you been? And then I'm like, I'm sorry, I gotta fight you. And they're like, no, you're just saying that because you don't like us right now, but you'll love us soon. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna kill you. Ah, good. We've got some actual troops here. Oh yes, wasn't I going to convert this into an actual combat place? Or wasn't I half considering that? Shock cow. I don't really see any particular use for these guys. I'm not too fussed on cavalry, so I think I might cancel the cavalry stables and just turn you into a infantry barracks. But you don't even need them. Myra. Turn you into... Ironically, all I need you to be is a rally field, but we'll turn you into a skirmisher fact, because Ephesus is going to turn into that. So what's currently the... Ah, Tarsus, that's the big one. Right, that's something to keep an eye out for, but again, nothing too serious. Right, You're doing that, you're doing that. Okay. We could do this. You know what? We shall. The Hun fuckers shall now earn their name.
Laying siege to the settlement. We take this settlement for Rome.
I'm going to have the Infectores ad stimulum as well for backup.
Make haste, men. Ready for further orders.
Right, so assaulting this town, we are going to be facing off against mercenary Kurdish javelin men. This could be problematic. These guys are fairly elitened and they have got some range on them. Also, we don't have any catapults to speak of. That said, this settlement is unguarded, so it's not like we actually have to worry about that. What scout terrain are we going to have? They have got a lot of mercenaries in this army. They're garrisoned and they're war-fervored mustering as well, which is not good. Oh, they actually are... They can recruit people. I'm a little concerned about that. I didn't think they could. But it is an opportunity to destroy a large portion of, yet again, more Hunnic forces. But we aren't going to sack or... well, we aren't going to destroy the settlement yet. We only have to sack it. By sacking it, we completely... we steal money from it, and we're going to do some decent damage to it. But the primary thing is we need to knock out every army. Because the moment we take out the actual town, these guys will become a horde again, and then they can recruit things. So if we utilize this exploit to ensure that they can't re-recruit, then by the time we finally take out their last remaining forces, they'll be actually gone for good. Or at least that's the hope. Right, so reinforcements are coming that way. Ideally, then we should move to this location so we can have the reinforcements. Yeah, I'd say. And it's also really flat ground, so it's even better decisions. Right, okay, you guys will form up the main concept here. Testudo up. I want 2 guys foaming up on the right-hand side and on the left. I'll be honest with you. This kind of combat, I'm still fairly unknowing of. I'm still kind of unfamiliar with like any decent counter tactics to the Hunnic forces, because they are right. They're over there in that little town. Alright. We got reinforcements, though.
Reinforcing troops, and not a moment too soon.
Face the sword. All who yield face slavery. Forward.
So here we are. Reinforcements have arrived.
By your command.
I think what I'll do is I'll prioritize my Legio Spartanae, because these guys have got a lot of cavalry archers, which is a problem. So we're going to have to basically advance up in Testudo, up to this point, and set up a defensive line here. If we can establish a front here, we can begin our assault of the town. And also, because the Testudo is so effective, because the Testudo is so effective at countering their... Right, you guys are cavalry contingent left. For a second there, I heard Allahu, and I was like going to go, wait, we've got Muslims? Well, in a minute, they're going to go, Allahu Akbar! Right, you guys... Testudo up. Oh, don't Testudo up, and instead reform along here, whereupon you then will Testudo up. Archer Corps will receive... Right, there we go. Oh, contact. So these guys have the benefit of the step shield archers. These guys seem to be higher class quality troops with... Okay, so these guys are on foot. They've also got some standard infantry over there. They also have some of these guys, these step spearmen. So nothing too fancy. I mean, primarily the main garrison forces in this area is actually the army itself, so... Right. Spearmen will follow close behind the swordsmen, so you guys can chill out over there. I want the archers regrouping over to here. Oh, fuck. Right, yeah. The Ballistariae will form the rear area. Will definitely form into the rear. And you will not shoot until I tell you to. Because I don't trust you fuckers. You bastards are terrifying. You two will chill. You are the row the all things, but that does not do anything to us to help. And you are the second wind. Do they have any other troops they have available? And they have slingers. Oh, these are the Germanic hurlers, aren't they? Yeah, so they're the only guys. So once we begin advancing on this position with the Testudo, I think we should be fine. The biggest... I mean, ironically, this particular battle is very favorable to our forces, because what happens is we can just roll up, take as much fire as we want, and then as they're dealing with, you know, whatever kind of crap... you know, whilst my Legio Spartanae slowly advance into the town, they're going to just pelt them with as much as they want. Armor Spartanae behind them are going to deal with whatever kind of crap may come around to the flanks. Cavalry will remain Cavalry will move up but primarily be a supportive role. Archer Corps will move up and provide artillery support. And you guys will be the... If I'm desperate and I need some quick damage on a ranged form, then... And you guys can chill with the generals. You guys can, you know, have an easy one this time because you have no use here. Ironically, these guys who have been... I'm not going to lie, these guys have been pretty much the second most useful... Okay, out of all the units I found useful... The number one unit that I am finding to be the most useful are these guys, because just look at them. They're freaking amazing. In fact, let's just go back to normal view just so we can see how fucking awesome these guys are. Like, they are fucking badass. The second most useful unit, I have to say, are not the Armor Spartanae. I mean, the Armor Spartanae are awesome, don't get me wrong, but it's actually their Tier 2 equivalents that have survived and done what better. I mean, these guys are good, don't get me wrong, but they're just, I don't feel as much of, I don't feel that they have as much control over them. They feel even weaker in comparison to their second tier counterparts, which is a bit of a shame, really. I mean, again, they are amazing, and I'm sure in certain circumstances in the future we are probably going to be singing the praises out of them, but at the same time, it's like, well, shit. They're not as effective as they could be. Finally, it's the mercenary unit of the Germanic Warband. They have actually proven to be the most effective mercenary unit I've had in this entire campaign. I mean, the archer mercenaries are nice and all, but they're nowhere near as effective as those mercenary, these dudes. Because they've been pretty much the go-to melee unit until, well, I got this Legio Spartanae. Alright, so now... we advance upon the town. If we can get over to this little bit with the religious symbols, I can then set up effectively. Right. I want you, and you to set up according to here. I want the rest of you to set up here. I want you, and you to set up according to here. I want you to set up here. You guys will also form into shield wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you guys can move up and start hammering these dudes. Okay, we are taking some fire. Who's taking the casualty, if I may ask? Oh, it's their fucking archer tower, isn't it? Yeah. Try and see if you can set that tower on fire. Like, that's actually, ironically, these things, which can show to be much more effective, are actually nowhere near as damning. It's these things that are actually doing the damage. So we just need to hammer that position as much as humanly possible. It's a bit of a waste, I admit, but considering the danger of this thing, be precise in your actions. See the damage these guys can do. Once we set that on fire, we should be okay. Jesus Christ. Anyone caught in that is going to get fucked. Which is, I'm assuming, that dude. He was. Oh, there's a couple of burnt people as well. God, imagine being in that tower. This is like the equivalent of no! Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, set on fire already. We're taking damage from that bloody tower. That's the tower that we have to worry about. Everything else is completely fine, it's just that tower. Boom, tower's on fire, good job. Withdraw. That's such bollocks. And missile damage is ridiculous. 94. Oh, that's the javelin man. That makes more sense. Yep.
The enemy tower is no more than wreckage now.
Right, you, and you. Actually, more like you four. Set up here. guys set up accordingly here.
At the double.
You, and you. Set up slightly closer. Don't get so close that their javelins can... Actually, no, their javelins don't work against you as well, does it? No. Right, you guys just chill a little bit. You guys actually don't do anything. You guys now begin your assault. I say assault. Move up and begin returning fire on those wankers. And then you guys can also begin... Slightly risky, but now you're in a safe spot because... No matter what kind of shit they throw at you, have fun. Slightly obstructed, but we can. This is good. I can work with this. Ballistariae, move up, prepare to do some kind of assistance. You guys, I want you moving up as well to provide support. Cavalry, I need you to move into position. There you go. So, it's a bit of a long, protracted thing, but we can do well with this. Oh, yeah. Boink! I've kind of changed the targets, though, unfortunately, but... It's okay. It's not too bad. You guys... Who's obstructed? You are. You are, and you. What if I rejigged you a little bit? Rejigged a little as well. If I maybe did it like so. And I rejigged you guys to go like... Oh yeah, you're training, aren't you? Yeah, you can't move. You guys all free to shoot? Yes, you are. Good. Right, okay. Go nuts! Move. Okay, now you guys are getting cut down. Right, pull back. We can reduce all their archery components a little bit. Here comes the other dudes. Another little cheeky thing I'm doing also is I'm ensuring the survivability of my Arche Ballistariae. They're my they're my fourth most useful unit. Because these guys just rape. Especially when they've got their increased ammunition as well. Unfortunately, not all of these guys have the increased ammunition. It's these two guys over here. But that's okay because the main aim is to try and do as much damage as possible. And knocking out these archer cores will also prove you very useful. Are they shooting back? Yeah. And they're not wasting ammunition. Right, that's going to be a concern. Right, okay. Ballistariae. Realize just how this skirmish fight's going to take. Alright, a few more minutes. If depending on how this goes, we will probably have to end the recording in the midst of battle. We've not done that for quite some time, actually. Right. This is going to be risky as fuck, but... Go, 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 go! You've got the armor. Steady up as well. Ballistariae can at least do some serious damage to those horse archers. We just need to get them into a good position, right in front of the enemy. As soon as they're all in position, they can start going ham. Go ham! Go ham. There we go. Look at that. That is what I call destruction. This is why I love my Ballistariae. They are effectively... They're probably the best unit. They're my best archery unit.
The tide of battle turns in our favor.
Right, you guys. Move up a little bit.
Quick march. Advance at speed.
I am going to suffer casualties, but at least these guys will hammer these wankers. You gonna shoot, or what? You want to get closer? Get closer. Just get into position and start shooting.
At your service.
Roll up into position, have fun. Beautiful. I ain't giving these fuckers the benefit of a melee combat. Fuck that. They've got more than enough reasons for me not to go close. And if they're willing to get their commander get in the front of them, I would be a fool not to oblige them in death. And considering the level of... Yep, there we go.
Their general is dead. A lethal blow.
That actually is very curious, because I at first believed that he couldn't that a general couldn't actually die until from ranged combat, at least, unless there was unless the rest of his units had taken the shots. It might be a case in that, but it seems more like although it's less likely, it is completely dependent on where the general is in relation to where he's taken the shots. Hey, Persian Brigade.
It's an ambush.
Really? This is beautiful, not gonna lie. I might as well move my archers up and just... Yeah, might as well. Fuck it. Go for it, lads! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Double time.
Out of Testudo, double time behind him. Go, 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 go. And then Testudo up again.
Testudo. Yours to command.
Get the fuck back! Huh? Who the fuck just said that? And they're just shouting like, hey, do you want a Hunnic Horse Archer?
Yours to command.
Right, you three, get into steady. Right, you guys are more or less in a position now, aren't you? Yeah. Oh my god, we're decimating them. This is so lovely.
Bowman.
Bowman! Yep, they're gone. You guys move up slightly, and you guys move up slightly as well. Rejig and remove. I think this is the only effective counter that we can local... Well, I say effective. You know, the Testudo moving up and then just hammering these guys with a ranged advantage is pretty much the best thing we can utilize against the Hunnic forces right now. Because in normal combat, they rape us. They rape us royally. Nice. Nice. I am the king of scummy tactics. It's glorious. Right, okay, you guys.
At your service.
You're no longer taking fire, are you? No. Good. Move up slightly. Normal missiles. Move up in front of these guys and begin hammering them. You guys will charge up towards them like so. You guys can stand down. We'll get our cavalry to move into position. Do you not see the Hunnic forces? What's this guy? A scum. Seriously, that's his name. Concentrate fire. In fact, no. Withdraw back again. Withdraw again. Withdraw again. Let the... Oh. Right. You know what? I'm going to have to do it. On that bombshell, the enemy forces are beginning to move up in an attempt to try and counter our forces. They're almost right in front of our lines. You guys will shift right a bit to try and take care of it. But there you go, guys. That's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. In the next episode, we shall finish off this conflict in this town and also kill a lot more bad guys. And I will see you there. This is Miss Jaeger, signing out.